Hello friends, today we have some special guests in studio with us. We have Sande from Aglow International and Quincy Goodstar, a local pastor in town, among many other things. So thanks you two for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's nice to be here, thank you.
Absolutely. So Sande, let's start off with you. Talk a little bit about what Aglow International is.
Aglow International is a kingdom movement. We're in 170 plus nations. We are trans-denominational and many generational, and we have a lot of activity. You're familiar with our jail ministry that we did in the Pennington County Jail until COVID, and we're looking to start that back up again.
Yeah.
But this is a 6-state regional gathering: Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, North and South Dakota, and Nebraska.
Yeah, so that's what we're talking about, is your event coming up.
Yes.
So it's a 6-state regional rally, and where's that going to be?
It's going to be right here in Rapid City at the Ramcota Convention Center.
Okay, and what are the dates on that?
May 5th to the 7th. Friday night, we're starting off with Quincy,
All right.
and then Saturday morning, Saturday night, and Sunday morning.
Okay, and what can folks expect for that weekend?
An encounter with God, and a lot of good fellowship from a lot of people coming from a lot of, not just our 6 states, but we've got registrations from outside that region as well.
Wow.
So good teaching, good food, good fellowship.
Okay. And Quincy, you have taken on the role as one of the folks who will be speaking there. Talk a little bit about just yourself, first of all, and kind of your outreach and what you do.
Well, I am a local pastor right here in Rapid City, and I pastor a church called Grace City that I founded in September. It'll be 14 years old.
Wow.
I authored a couple of books. I'm also the chaplain for the Pennington County Jail. I've been doing that for them for about 7-8 years. And I also have a television program on the Now television network called Quincy Goodstar Ministries.
Really neat. So you're getting your outreach out there. Kind of what is a lot of your focus on?
You know, my focus and my message is on the undeserved favor, the grace and love of Jesus. Because that's what truly transforms somebody from the inside out. You know, judgment and condemnation doesn't change anybody, often hardens them. And religion wants to change people from the outside in. But true transformation is effortless because it's by the power of the Holy Spirit and not our own effort. And that means then it's genuine. It's not just a trying to become a modified behavior. It's a real heart transformation. And then the behavior just rides on the heels of that. And so I was in jail, and that's where I came to know Jesus, and I went to state prison and federal prison. I met my pastor who passed on. His name was Bishop Lorenzo Kelly, and he was doing what I do now at the county jail. And so everything came full circle without even trying. And so in a nutshell, that's kind of what I do in our Black Hills area. So.
That's really neat.
You know, and every time I leave there, I get an email about every day with requests from the jail, and with people who want prayer, counsel. And every time I go there, every time I leave, I'm encouraged. You know, and I always want to come back again right away. I never thought I would want to come back to jail. But
Right? But yeah, it's something that sort of like feeds your soul when you're helping other people.
it is. It's very rewarding. Very rewarding.
Yeah. And Sande, you were mentioning a part of Aglow's outreach in this community is the jail ministry.
Yes,
Talk about that.
Well, we started way back in the mid-90s, taking children's books, and at that time cassette players, and having the moms choose books, and then reading to the children, and then we would send the book and the tape. And then we went to digital, and now we're looking at, now what are we going to do? How are we going to get these? But I have been encouraged. I've been asked to come back to bring our program back after COVID. So as Quincy said, we end up being encouraged, you know, as we're in the cell blocks with the women.
Now, if folks want to know more about Aglow, either internationally or locally, where can they go?
to regionally would be a good resource. www.aglow-gprmr.org, and registration is also on that website.
Okay, good enough. And Quincy, where can folks go to learn more about you and your story and your ministry?
Everything can be found on QuincyGoodstar.com.
Well, thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having us.
Thanks
You
for
bet.
having us.
You bet.
Thank you.